Andrew McGahan here in Las Vegas, Nevada, coming to you poolside next to the showstopper Peter Queally. We are 4 days out now, Peter, at this stage from the fight this weekend. The main thing that I've been wanting to ask you is because your fights have always resembled absolute wars throughout your career. The theme has been this is a war zone, there are no easy fights. Was that something that you even relished when you heard maybe Conor talking about at the start, that this has to be hard sparring, this has to be hard training? It seems like it's perfect fit for you.
It's no different. He just said it this time. It's always this way. We have great spars, me and Conor, and that's been my role in this camp. I feel is when Conor wanted to have a bit of a fight, I feel like I was the person that sparred him, and I love that role. I love sparring with Conor. It's what's made me the fighter I am today, and long may it last.
What was your main... Have you noticed the changes in the camps? Because I know you're saying that he's only saying it this time, but you can even see, even from speaking with John and Owen, the technical aspect, the more strategic aspect that goes into the training. Are you finding yourself now maybe going in and it's, I have to work on this specifically against Conor, as opposed to before when we were just throwing leather, in the gym?
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to, imitate certain things and doing what John tells me. But also I'm just trying to give Conor work, trying to make him work as hard as I can. And sometimes it's better for me to just use my own strengths to do that. So I'm kind of, it's a balancing act between imitating some things and then just doing my best that I can really, give Conor the best workout I can.
It seems though like you've been in fights with multiple guys that have similar styles and similar grinding sort of style. You're no stranger to it. Yeah. What did you learn from those fights?
Yeah, it's funny you said that. I know how to take out a Russian or two, so I was useful for this one. Yeah, you just have to stay calm. Just stay calm is what I would say the best key to fighting these type of opponents is, because Conor is a better fighter than Khabib. There's no doubt about that. He just needs to stay calm and let time is on his side in this fight. Even if he does find himself in a weird position maybe in the first round, he just needs to stay calm and he'll have plenty of chances to hit Khabib. And Khabib is easy to hit. And when Conor hits you, it's like hitting a shotgun to the face. It's devastating. So he will hit him, and that will be it when he hits him.
What do you make of the recent situation of this fight in Ireland? Because I completely get why what's being done is being done in terms of just focusing on this fight. The training is the priority, but it seems like this one, maybe compared to the other ones, there was fans who were going nuts from 10 weeks out. You were getting tagged and everything on Facebook. I still think there's going to be a large Irish support here this weekend, but do you think it's more that the performance and the show and what's going to happen on Saturday will mean it's nearly a bounce-on effect for the next fight, that we're going to see the numbers that we had maybe for Mendes and Aldo before?
No, I think what you said first is right. I think it's been a bit lower key, but I think they will show up this time, like they always do. Irish people always show up when there's when one of their countrymen is in a big event, and especially when Conor fights. And history is the best predictor of the future. And every single fight Conor has had, all our countrymen come in their droves to support him. So I don't see any difference for this one.
I definitely think, even if I was to look at it myself, I think that I'm coming at that from the perspective that every other Conor event, we were based off a lot of fan interaction, with covering the early scene of Irish MMA, whereas now this is the first MMA fight back in Vegas since then, and I may not be as in touch with that side of social media. I do think that there will be a lot of people here, but I just feel that the back and forths that made the Aldo and Mendes build up so iconic weren't here, but this is definitely an action is going to speak louder than words type of contest.
Yeah, you're right. There has been less back and forth and less interaction between Conor and Khabib, but everything that has happened in the build up, the last, or with the whole bus incident and the Artem incident, this fight is, people know, the reason fighters have back and forth is to let the fans kind of know why they are fighting, but there's no explanation needed for this one. They know why they're fighting. It's very clear why they're fighting, so I don't think much promotion was actually needed for this one. As I said, it's very clear why this contest is taking place, and it's very clear what's at stake in this contest.
You've spoke to me before about having these training camps having a positive knock-on in your own career and when you go for your next fight. You were talking about maybe December or early 2019. Is this going to have the same knock-on effect for Peter Queally's next fight?
Yeah, 100%. But just my whole career with Conor has a knock-on effect. It's not just these camps. We train all the time, and I can't, say that highly enough that his my interaction with Conor has really just carved me into the fighter I am today. So, you know, I can't speak highly enough about that, and this camp is no different. It's definitely forming me and changing me in different little ways, and I'll be ready, no doubt, for my Bellator debut in December or January or whenever it is.
Would you prefer the Dublin event in December?
Yeah, I haven't fought in Dublin in so long. It's been like, I can't remember when it's been. I think it's 3 years now, maybe, or something. So it's like such a novelty for me to actually fight at home. It's normally the other way around for fighters to fight away is a novelty, but for me it's actually a novelty to fight in Dublin. So I'm praying it's that one that I'm on for my first one, and it looks like it will be that one. So hopefully it will be.
Would you imagine that card will just consist of, like, you are the kind of the instigator of this SBG versus a team element, but at least this card may be SBG versus scattered opponents?
Yeah, it has to be. I think it's going to be, you know, me, Brian, James, Kiefer at the forefront of it, and then, you know, all the rest of our teammates making up the undercard. That's what I see happening. That's going to be crazy. That's going to be so cool to be part of that. Like, SBG hasn't done that since the UFC one, where Cahill and the lads on a big scale. But, like, you know, that's going to be one of the highlights of my career, just to be fighting with my teammates, because that's not something I ever get to do. It's always in some, you know, it's always in Moscow or South Africa or wherever I am, and it's lonely and it's a weird setup. My fights normally, it's a different kind of an atmosphere, but I'm relishing actually having a kind of a team atmosphere. Yes.
Because what I thought you were about to say there was something like the National Basketball Arena, because that is because what this is now, because everything is just getting weirder when we look at this. Is like, oh, SBG are going to do like, say, a team versus team in Bellator, but it's like, but as you said, the UFC Dublin thing already happened before, and then even further back it was like 9-10 fighters on these pro cards. So it's actually just the stage has gotten bigger, but you have been doing this for a while. Yeah,
it's going to be nothing new to us, having 10 fighters on a card, or nothing new to John. But, like, as you said, it's just a much bigger stage now that it's going to be. But that's, I just can't wait for this. I'm so excited about getting out of my bed and driving 10 minutes to the Tree Arena and fighting, not 10 hours on a plane. 6 days in a hotel room and all this bollocks, and, like, but this is going to be brilliant. I just can't wait for it.
We'll finish on this then. You have been emitting and talking about World Championship vibes, World Championship attitudes. I don't think you're going to be the last SBG Ireland fighter to be thinking about that over the next year and a half. But why is Peter Queally going to get that run? Why is it that you deserve that, and who is at the top of your list to take out?
I deserve that because when Conor McGregor is not on the island of Ireland, I'm the best lightweight in Ireland, and I don't think many people would argue with that, and that's certainly what I believe. I think that will happen because I already have a big opponent for the proposed Dublin card. He's the kind of opponent that when I beat him, I'm going straight for the belt after that, in my opinion. So I think I'm fighting whoever it is, Michael Chandler or Brent Primus, whoever has the belt in early to mid 2019.
Would you rather a few fights?
I can't see him beating me, any of them. No, I wouldn't rather a few fights. I'm ready. I've done my career. People are going to look at this as, oh, it's Bellator. He's kind of almost starting in the big show. But I've been in the big show, and I've been in all around the world fighting. I've had a very long career, a long productive career, and I'm ready. So I just want, who do I need to fight for the belt? Him, and then fight for the belt. And that's kind of what I'm getting. So. And I had a kind of this conversation with Bellator that this is the way I didn't want to be babied, because Bellator sometimes do that. They kind of build people, and I was like, no, I don't want to be built. I'm ready. Give me whoever I need to beat to get the belt. But I would like to break that Patricky Pitbull's face en route as well if I can. But we'll see. I think I might just leapfrog him and go straight for the belt. But I would like him maybe second and then the belt if I had a choice.
What started that, if you don't mind me asking before we go?
Just them talking brown. I don't know what they're talking about. Just talking shit about SBG and whatever else. And you can't talk about us like that or my teammates like that without getting a reaction off us. And I would expect the same from my own teammates. And we're like a family. And you talk about one of us, you're fighting all of us. And that's how it happened. It just so happens I'm the top lightweight in the gym and he's a lightweight, and that's how it happened. But, you know, as I said, if he wants it, he can get it, and he will get it as well. So I'm looking forward to getting him at some stage.
Perfect. Peter Queally. Oh my God, that's Okay.
go on.
Well, like, look. To be honest, I'm really disappointed with this because
Well, I made
I'm
it.
ready for the introduction to our squads when we get back to the Ireland of Ireland.
Yeah.
So like, let's.
And
We're just gonna keep.
Andrew has been begging me to
not
join.
begging. Absolutely not.
Me, Gunny Nelson, and Mako Amarkani have the best 3-man team you'll ever encounter on Fortnite, and Andrew is begging for an invite. He hasn't.
I think
won,
I deserve it.
He hasn't won a
I've
game
won
yet.
plenty of games.
He needs a win.
I won plenty of games. That's quite a nice massage as well. Peter Queally, thank you very much.
Thanks, Andrew.
We'll see you soon.